Hi, welcome to OFA Essentials. My name is Tracy, and in this video I'm going to be talking about Palo Santo essential oil. I'll go over a little bit of the background and the history of Palo Santo, some uses for the oil itself. Then I will talk about some safety precautions that you might want to take when using the oil. Some other oils that Palo Santo blends very well with. Then at the end of the video, I will talk about how our essential oil is distilled from the trees. So I hope you find this video informative and you like it. And if so, please press like, subscribe, and tell all your friends. Known as holy wood, Palo Santo has been used for centuries as a sacred wood for burning incense. The Incas commonly used Palo Santo incense in ritualistic medicine ceremonies to purify the environment of negative energies. The incense was burned to promote positive energies and rid the space and persons of bad ones. The smoke of Palo Santo is so powerfully cleansing that not only the Incas but other tribes of the Andes use this wood for its healing properties as well. Another advantage of the smoke of the Palo Santo wood is that it repels insects, a huge benefit. Palo Santo is related to frankincense, myrrh, and the copal trees. It's rich in terpenes that can improve brain oxygenation. In the culinary arena, Palo Santo was used in teas to promote digestion, boost the immune system, and relieve inflammation. The aroma of Palo Santo is sweet, woody, lemony, and slightly minty. Palo Santo can be beneficial when used topically to relieve muscle pain, inflammation, as well as chronic pain from arthritis. It has antiseptic properties, which are great for the skin, and it's an excellent additive to homemade lotions, scrubs, and salts. It may also provide relief from stomach aches and headaches. It can be beneficial to reduce the effects of seasonal allergies and asthma-related symptoms, as it lowers inflammation and the way the body responds to histamines. It can be an aid to reduce stress and anxiety. When used in the diffuser, Palo Santo can remove bad odors in the home as it freshens the air and kills bacteria and viruses that could potentially result in illness. It's great as a household cleaner and one that can be used on your yoga or meditation mat to keep you grounded. It may also improve sleep quality due to its sedative effects. When used for meditation, Palo Santo creates feelings of peace and clarity. It increases creativity and groundedness, promotes feeling of positiveness and contentment, and it can also enhance clarity and concentration. For the grounding qualities, Palo Santo is important when working to balance your chakras, as the incense can help clear space of negativity and the essential oil increasing grounding, peace, and calm. Palo Santo oil should be diluted when using topically, as it can be sensitive to the skin. It's also known to be hepatotoxic. When using in the diffuser, Palo Santo can initially be very strong and overwhelming. A little goes a very long way, so start off with a drop or two at first, see how you like it and how your body responds, and then you can add more as time progresses. Palo Santo oil oxidizes easily, so keep your bottle tightly sealed and stored in a cool, dark place. For those do-it-yourselfers out there with the can-do attitude, Palo Santo blends very well with black pepper, cedarwood, clary sage, pines and firs, frankincense, lemon, myrrh, rose, vetiver, as well as sandalwood. Palo Santo sticks and essential oils are primarily from Peru. However, the trees can grow and can be harvested from many Central and South American countries along the West Coast, including Ecuador, Colombia, Costa Rica, Guatemala, Mexico, Galapagos, and other countries. The trees grow in a harem type of arrangement where there is one male tree to roughly 8 female trees. The male tree can live to be about 200 years, while the female typically lives 40 to 50 years. The trees flower, fruit, and produce seeds all within a short period of time, shortly after the onset of the rainy season, which occurs between January and March to April. These trees thrive in nutrient-poor, dry tropical forests. They can grow in rocky terrain and survive long periods without water. You know, a couple weeks ago in the Northeast, we had a storm that passed through with such heavy winds that one of the large limbs of our red oak tree fell. In the following days, we were deciding what to do with the wood. And in my mind, I made this contrast between this oak tree and the trees from which we get our Palo Santo oil. The trunk of my oak tree is huge and it's still standing. The oak has deep roots, but we've lost a major limb. And with this limb, I can actually right away cut it and remove the wood. The contrast is the Bursera Graveolens trees have very superficial root systems, or in some cases no root systems at all, just a base that attaches to a rock. This type of root system allows the trees to quickly absorb water when it's available, which is usually during these times of torrential rains and increased heat. The Palo Santo trees have very short trunks and long branches, which makes them very top-heavy and prone to fall over during these times of heavy rains. Once down, the wood and the roots are collected after it's cured in nature for 8 to 10 years. During this time of curing, the chemical composition of the wood changes, the sap crystallizes and becomes orange or golden color. Some countries have laws maintaining that harvesting is only to occur from trees and branches that have fallen, as the trees shouldn't be cut. Peru has very tight governance over the collecting of this wood, which ensures respect for the sacredness of the trees. Distillation of Palo Santo is a very precise endeavor. The wood is ground into a sawdust or a fine powder, and it's very important to get the exact consistency. The distillation still is filled 1/4 of the way with water and the remainder with powder. The water is brought to a boil, and the wood, if it's too fine, the water can't pass through the powder properly. If the wood's not fine enough, the oil won't be released from the wood. It's estimated that one tree can produce up to 20 liters of oil. Approximately 20 pounds of sawdust is required to produce 500 milliliters of essential oil. So breaking that down further, just over 1/2 pound of sawdust is necessary to produce a 15 milliliter bottle of essential oil. There is concern about the sustainability of these trees due to many factors, including unsustainable harvesting for the aromatic resin, the tropical dry forests quickly disappearing due to human pressures, as these are healthier places to live, grow agriculture, and raise livestock. Unfortunately, the seeds have a very low germination rate, and in addition to this, the wood is highly sought after to make boxes and wine barrels. Many living trees have been harvested to produce these products, thus negatively impacting the remaining population. The International Union for Conservation of Nature in 2017 listed the Bursera Graveolens as a vulnerable tree. At that time, it was not listed as endangered. The Peruvian government, specifically the Ministry of Agriculture, is working to conserve and restore the species. There are ongoing efforts to preserve and begin growth of new trees. Efforts include planting a seedling for each fallen tree, cultivating new acres of trees, and planting in areas of vacated quarries, and strict regulations which forbid logging. As with so many oils, the economic benefits to the communities that harvest and distill the oils have provided incomes and livelihood to support families and pull them out of poverty. So it's very important to understand the companies that you're purchasing your products from to ensure sustainable practices are being met. Thank you for watching this video. In the description below, I will put links for other videos that I found that you might also like, as well as links to sites where you can not only purchase your essential oil. From Ofe Essentials, I'm Tracy. Have a great day. Don't forget, press like, subscribe, and tell all your friends.